Welcome to The Gorgeous Effect, the podcast that's about to rock your marketing world. I'm Julie Chanel, and with my co-founder, Cathy Olson, we're the masterminds behind Funnel Gorgeous and FG Funnels. We're about to drop some serious tea on how to create funnels that not only look amazing, but actually convert into customers. We'll chat mouth-watering offers, copy, design, and give you an inside look of some of our best and worst funnels. No smoke and mirrors, just real strategies that work from two ladies who have been around the funnel block. So grab your coffee or something stronger, we won't judge, and get ready to unleash the gorgeous effect on your business. It's time to show the world what you've got. Let's do this. Hey everyone, this is Julie and Cathy. Welcome back to The Gorgeous Effect. Today, we are just gonna talk tea, and not the tea that I like to drink, just internet marketing tea. But quick disclaimer, we actually don't have any inside tea. We're just gonna talk about the stuff we're seeing. And I'm not the most nosy person in the world, so we are definitely not insiders with the inside track. But there's some big campaigns and promotions going on in the internet marketing world. And I feel like, you know, you and I would talk about this stuff privately, but why not just get on the mic and talk about it and let everyone listen in?
I mean, yeah, everyone's thinking it. So can we just talk about, we're very much on the outside, I think, of most of these things that are happening. We don't have any insight or anything. But we have opinions and we have thoughts and we have things that like I actually thought when I've seen some of these crazy things, I'm like, is this what we're supposed to be doing now? Like, is this like the new launch strategy, is that you just go crazy and just go streaking on the internet and like get people to talk about you? But I'm like, I don't want to opt into that. So I'd rather have a regular launch. So yeah, it is a question also, like, is this what this world has come to, that launches, in order to do well, have to break the internet, you know?
Yeah, it's a great question. So speaking of breaking the internet, Alex Hormozi, I know we're kind of late, but I didn't really want to talk about it that much, like right in the hubbub. I wanted to wait a little for the like fervor to die down. But Hormozi did a huge launch, broke the internet, and had literally everyone talking about him. And I just have to start with the fact that the amount of people who seemed judgy about him were predominantly male and had a lot of fragile egos. I'm just going to say that. It seemed like there was a lot of jealousy that was flaring up as people watched Hormozi rake in obscene amounts of money, and they just wanted to like pick apart every little thing he did wrong. Now, that's not to say that I don't have opinions about what he did or what he didn't do, but I noticed that almost immediately. It was like, yeah, well, it was like armchair quarterbacks, you know, peanut gallery. It was funny.
Yeah, it was super interesting. And I do like it. Well, I also, what I thought was craziest about it was that it was supposed to be a 1-day event. And then it turned into like a week-a-thon or whatever.
It was a whole weekend.
But I kept thinking, like, was that on purpose? Because it kind of didn't feel, it almost felt like that was a game day decision. Like they were like, they did it and they got the award or whatever. They got I don't know if we should be explaining context or not. Like, does everyone already know what we're talking about? Do I need to explain? Like the Guinness book thing, like how he.
No, I mean, if you don't know about Alex Hormozi's launch, go ask ChatGPT or go search on.
I just don't know about how much we should.
I don't want to waste our time retelling what happened, but
yeah. So I was wondering, because when he well, first of all, when he kept going and it was still going, like there at the start there was people like watching it together. They were doing watch parties. Like my mom was at my house and we were watching it, and I was like, this is what I do, and she's like, this is cool, you know, like it was like it was like a little Super Bowl thing. But then it kept going. And then I told my mom, like, dude, that guy's still going. And she's like, what? And I was like, I know. And then we're like, wait, he's still on. And then it was like the next day live again. And then it kept going. And I'm like, was this like a game day? I don't know. What do you think?
I think he wanted to make $100 million. And I think he wanted to break a record for the most books sold. And I think, you know, I mean, I don't know Alex very well. I knew him back in the day when I was in Inner Circle and we were in Inner Circle together. But I think he had a goal, a financial goal, and I think he had a unit sold goal. And I think he's the kind of person that's like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to hit that goal. And so I mean, I could be wrong. He could have planned like a full 3-day event. Like, this is how, you know, we may have to go this long in order to hit that, but it felt very organic. Like he made the decision, okay, this is how much we sold on day one. So now I got to get back on for 6 hours on day two. And then I got to get back on for 6 hours on day three and like make sure that he got the goals that he was attempting, because he was trying to break a record. I mean, it was
I
super
can't believe he
obvious.
kept that secret that well that no one knew. Because he definitely for the first day for sure because he had speakers, right? Like that were coming out. Like even,
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours in, there were people that were physically there. So they must have known at least for for the day. But yeah, he didn't tell anybody how long the event was going to be or
No,
like
I know.
any
Well,
any
I
of
would
that.
say I
Wow.
would say the most like props that I have to give to Alex is his patience. Like his patience just I mean, he launched $100 million or 100 million leads or whatever the first book was back in 2022 or 2023. I can't remember. And
Yeah.
in the 2 years between that book and the $100 million Money Models book, like AI took over the world and basically 90% of marketers pivoted into AI, And so here he is just like plodding along, like doing his plan. Like that took insane amounts of restraint to do that. So
Yeah.
mad props to him. The one post that I put up was like, you have a lot of patience, Alex. Like you definitely have shown most of the internet marketing community up when it comes to that. And so
I know the
credit
same
where
thing
credit
because
is
he always talks about outworking people, and I was like, this is literally him outworking every single like nobody would be going live for a whole. I don't know how he like physically even survived it, let alone
I know.
was not a puddle on the floor, but and then kept going. Yeah, that was definitely like practicing what he's preaching for sure.
Yeah. So I think, I didn't have a ton of opinions about the offer itself. I have the book here on my desk. I didn't purchase the $6,000 offer. So, I when we say we don't have insider tea, we don't have insider tea. Like we're not, I'm not even inside the program to know. I think there were a lot of people who felt a little turned around about the way he used the word donation and the
Mm.
donating of the books and the way that was all positioned so that you actually get coupon codes and then, the person who redeems the coupon code pays for the shipping. And does that really mean 3 million books sold? And, so there was a lot of talk about that. And I don't know. I think personally, I don't know that I would have used the word donation. I think that would have probably like felt a little weird to me. But I'm not gonna like make broad sweeping judgments about him as a marketer or a person because that's what he chose to do.
Yeah, I also, it's got to be really hard too when you do something that's so different. You don't even know how people are going to react to it. Like you have no idea, like even just using the word donation in that way, right? Like you don't know if people are going to be like, wait, like what kind of how they're going to receive it, I guess is what I'm saying. And so
Yeah.
whenever you're kind of blazing a trail and doing something different, you have no idea, like the blowback. Like so, it takes a lot of guts, like because a lot of people could have loved it, hated it. I mean, which they do anyways, but you don't know how people are going to perceive it. So it was interesting to see, but I also probably didn't care anyway. Like it
Yeah,
was
I
like this
mean,
is the way we move this amount of books, and it's just going to have to happen this way. This is the only way we can think to do it.
this is the only way this is gonna happen. Yeah, and then so there were a lot of people who bought the $6,000 offer just for the AI, and then I don't know, it was like a couple days ago you sent me that message that said like his AI was already hacked. I have to admit I didn't read super closely, but um, somebody hacked the AI and like put it all up on Reddit or something.
Yeah. So it's supposedly all out. It wasn't locked down very well, I guess. I had heard that it was good, that the AI was good
Yeah,
because
I
one of
heard
my
too.
friends already had it before that because she's in his like program or something like already. So
Mhm.
there was people who got early access to it. And so it wasn't I mean, she didn't get it as part of $6,000. She got it as part of some other way more expensive like deal that she had. But she did say it was worth it. So then I was like, man, like that sucks that it's something that they worked so hard on is out there. I mean but I guess it's like that's, you when you get that much attention, you're going to open yourself up to that. Like hacking in
Yeah.
all the ways. I mean, we have to pay more than $1,000 a month just to, to take our stuff off of pirate sites. Like we have to
Yeah.
pay someone $1,000 a month to take our courses down. But like they're only up there because we have enough attention to be up there. So like it's a
It's a
it's
double-edged sword
yeah,
for
it's one of
sure.
those things that happen. So I think anytime anyone is going to be really visible, they're going to get attacked in one way or another, whether it's a cyber attack or personal attack or like some kind of attack. So it's like it sucks, but it's also like, yeah, I mean that's kind of what the internet does.
It's true. Well, speaking of big marketers making big moves, there's another marketer making a big move right now, and the ending isn't really written yet. So we're kind of talking tea before we've even seen the results. But Russell Brunson is
He's
right at this
back in the
moment.
headlines.
He is back in the headlines. He has rolled out Offer Lab. We got an email and they said, "Are you guys participating in Offer Lab that Russell's doing?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And so that's how I got that's how it got on my radar.
Same. I saw it too because it came into the Funnel Gorgeous inbox and stuff, and I was like, what is that? I don't even know what that is." And so I don't think I would have even watched the video except that I was like, we got that email. So I was like, well, what are they asking? First of all, I thought that was funny. That was like, huh, that's really interesting that they would think that it would be a part of it. And then secondly, but then when I watched it, I was like, oh, this is why they asked if we're going to be a part of it, because it's like, it seems like it's the great olive branch of like, hey, you guys, we used to all be friends. Or at least this is the way I took it. And I don't know if you took it the same way, but we all used to be friends. We all used to hang out. We all learned from each other. And then something came in between us, and that was these platform wars. But like, shouldn't we just all get back together again and be like one big happy family? You should buy my products so that we could be one big happy family was kind of what it felt like. But it also, the very specific things that he said in the video can't be like that was us. So, not that we're the only people he was talking about, but we definitely, that was our path of like, okay, we won the award. And then literally later that year, we started FG Funnels, like the exact same year. Like
Yeah.
it happened.
So yeah, okay, so full disclaimer, I have not seen the inside of Offer Lab. The only piece of content that I have read or watched, it was an email that sent me to his very raw, unedited video, which you also sent to me in one of your early morning texts to me. And so I watched the whole video and I had two very competing feelings at play inside of me as I watched it. The first was, I mean, obviously, I know Russell well. I was in his world for years. He is mentioned in my book. In fact, he's in my acknowledgments at the end. I owe him a lot for what he taught me. And so there was a side of me that felt like I just wanted to reach through the screen and give him a hug and be like, "Thank you for all that you've done for the internet marketing community." And I totally understand why you're like, "Man, it's not worth it with these platform wars. Let's just work together." And I felt that. And I think that that was absolutely 100% genuine from Russell. I do. And I think that he's a good guy and he's got a good heart. The other feeling was he's one of the world's best marketers. And this is basically ClickBank reimagined. For those of you guys who don't know what ClickBank is, it's like an affiliate platform back in the day. You'd be able to sign up, you could promote other people's products. Another program like that was JV Zoo. And so it's this like two audience market platform, right? And so all of the, problems that come with affiliate marketing and crappy offers and nefarious players. I mean, I think the idea of like, let's work together, let's be friends, let's all like make money together is like living in a utopia that doesn't exist. I mean, the world is fallen. The internet marketing world is depraved. I mean, like you are talking about doing something in a market that is absolutely fraudulent, like more than it is ethical. And so I felt like it was a massive oversimplification of something that sounds great in theory, um, So I was like, ooh, I don't know, I mean, I'm like, yeah, of course we want people to sell our stuff. Like we love affiliates. We support our affiliates. I don't know, maybe there's no harm in participating and putting our stuff up there and letting people sell, but like there was just this like little like Enneagram 6 in me going, there's so many ways this could go wrong. There's so many ways that this could go wrong. And so I had both those feelings as I watched the video.
Yeah, I definitely felt I thought, wow, like because I thought it was a good idea for sure. I was like, if you can't beat them, join them, right? Like type of thing. But I was a little sad, and I was like, oh wait, does this? And I mean, we all felt it though too. Like we all saw him pulling away, from all the things with
Yeah.
Funnel Hacking Live closing. Like, I mean, we could see it happening. So it's like we were waiting for something, for some kind of explanation for why this was happening. So I think we feel like we've been kind of waiting for it. It's been kind of teed up. But like it felt a little sad, almost like him admitting defeat. But then I was like, but I also like, okay, but there's reality. There's like, okay, ClickFunnels overcoming whatever. There was no possibility for that. Like it was just too little, too late. And that should have happened much sooner, right? And there was no way to stop the train that was happening, that was high
Yeah.
level. I don't believe. But then I was like, well, this is a good pivot of him, like this, like of all the choices, like, right? Like, I think this was a good choice. But it was just really interesting. And then of course there was that nostalgic piece of me who's always missed and been sad about leaving ClickFunnels. When we left, I was so bummed about it. I mean, I told Julie, I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know if we're doing the right thing. These are my friends. Like I was very like hooked in, to like the kind of cult mentality, but I didn't want to leave the cult. And so there's part of me I was like, wait, can I have that back again? Like, can I have the
Yeah.
friends? Is there going to be an event we could all go to again? And so it pulled a little part of me, and then I thought, no, 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 that's gone. Like I need to let go of the fact that like it's never going to be the way it was before, and like it was using nostalgia. It was almost weaponizing nostalgia in a way.
Mm.
And I don't know that that's like something he did wrong, but I'm also like, but it can't to like you said, oversimplifying and saying that it could be like how it was again. That's
I
not,
don't know. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, and I really appreciated that he took responsibility. I mean,
yeah.
he said, I let the community slip through my fingers. And I thought that was, he definitely earned my respect when he said that, because I was like, he is taking radical responsibility for the fact that he created a community that in its nature created divisiveness, my way or the highway. And
Yeah, we literally play that out and how we got called a traitor as soon as we left the platform. And then a year later, everyone was gone and no one else was traitors. And yet we were still traitors. Like it was
Right.
like because,
We are forever marketed with the scarlet T on our chest
yes,
as the ultimate
100%.
traders.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, Russell has always been very vocal about loving the game of competition. Like he's
Mhm.
always said, like, I respect competition. And so there was part of me that like I knew that he probably felt hurt that we had gone and done our own thing, but at some level he could understand why we did, because we're in the game of business too. And I don't have the same nostalgia for the community that you do, but I do definitely don't like that people see us and Russell like as enemies, because I don't feel that way about him at all. Like I do like him as a person, and like I said, I acknowledge him in my book because he is a reason that I am where I am today. He's one of the reasons, not the only reason. And so I don't know. We'll see. Everyone's dancing around. I don't know what it looks like. Maybe we'll have to do a follow up. We may say, "Hey, this is awesome. We're going to put our products on here, and we're gonna take
I
the
was
olive
thinking about
branch."
that too. I was like, what if this like totally just become like takes off and then we just find ourselves on it and it's like all whole thing. I mean, it's definitely possible. But I think, one of the things that I am still proud of to this day about how all that went down, even though we were called traitors and all that, is at least we were honest about it. The people who introduced us to high level were like riding the line between the two companies the entire time and weren't telling anyone about it. So like literally like there are people, and I'm not saying any names, I'm just saying the people, you know what I'm saying? Like and that's fine. Like we're still friends with all those people. It's okay. But I'm just saying that like at least we were honest about it. We can't, even though we got the arrows in our back and whatever, like we were honest about it. We did our thing. We never said it wasn't high level. Like you know what I'm saying? So there was a level
Yeah.
of integrity that we chose that I look back on that I'm really proud of. Whereas there's lots of other people who were secretly using high level and didn't tell anyone about it. Like they were literally the people who introduced us, and this whole time like didn't know. They were doing it behind the back, you know?
Well, Robin and Sean know, like we hooked our cart to your horse before it was cool to do so, and they respect us for that. And we were one of the first people to say we are not going to pretend this is our own software from day one. And now it's super, like now it's, we were a trendsetter.
The secret's out, but
yeah. So I think to wrap up,
I don't know how we wrap this up.
The internet marketing world is coming apart at the seams. No, I mean, there's a lot of industry disruption, and big players have to be bigger and better than ever. I mean, the fact that Russell has gone and built a whole new platform, I think nostalgia is a part of it. I think he wants to get back to his roots as a marketer, and instead of being like a SaaS founder, and this is much more community oriented. I also think it is, like you said, ClickFunnels it's a project that never got to see its full potential realized because the rebuilding happened late, and then AI came in and basically destroyed everything. And so I think if you're on ClickFunnels 2.0, I don't know exactly how you feel now that now that they've launched something new, if that makes you feel like, ooh, or if it makes you feel like, well, okay, Russell always has a million things going on. So, but I don't want to have to do wild and crazy things to stay relevant. I really don't. I really don't want to
I know, I feel like we're too old for this stuff.
employ the Guinness Book of World Records to like prove I'm a good marketer.
Which is sad because these people are both our age. Well, I guess Alex is probably like younger, but I know Russell's our same age. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that we don't have to do any of that. I hope that we can just stay in integrity and be authentic marketers, and that we can stay marketers with heart forever and ever and not have to do this stuff. But I guess it goes to show you at least that we are still humming along. We're still, we're still here. We're still doing it, and we're not doing anything crazy. We still have loving fans and like loving, customers and clients and stuff like that, that we don't have to do anything crazy. I'm like, we should be grateful. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to go to that length.
We're super grateful but
at the same time, I'm sure they love it. They love that. They love the drama. Like, come on.
I know. Well, there's definitely marketers that are good performers, and Russell has always been very charismatic, and Alex too, in his own quirky breathe strip way, has his own charisma.
I love that.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, so that was the internet marketing tea. There wasn't really any tea. We don't have any insider information, but it's pretty accurate to the type of conversation that we would have on text about this. So yeah, we'll just wait for marketers to do crazy stuff, and then we'll just talk about it like the peanut gallery.
Yeah, we'll be here for that. Let us know if you'd like more episodes like this, where we just you just get this out of our brains and we just tell you exactly what you're thinking. You guys don't even know. There were several times I was saying stuff during this episode that Julie gave me a look like I'm not supposed to say that. So this is gonna be a hot piping episode if I ever heard one.
We should have known better. All right, guys, thanks for hanging with us. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We're just getting started with this podcast, and we're so excited to have you on this journey with us. If you found value in today's episode, we'd be over the moon if you'd consider subscribing. It's like a virtual high five that keeps us going. And hey, if you're feeling extra gorgeous, leaving a review would mean the world to us. Your words not only make our day, but it also helps other amazing folks just like you find our show through your review. Lastly, if you know someone who could use a little sales pep talk, why not spread the love? Share this episode and let's grow this gorgeous community together.